Okay, rude. Odia, what are you doing? Ah, no. 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 Hey everyone and welcome back to another part of chapter 29. In the last part, we experienced like some of Alicia's past. We experienced how she met Kevin for the first time, which was very hilarious. I don't know what Alicia thinks like 90% of the time, but it was so funny that she dressed up as a maid instead of like attending the banquet like a normal attendee. It was so fun, and yeah, I hope we can find out more about the whole flower thing, like everyone having this flower, and if it blooms, like Doomsday will be here or something like that. I'm very excited to find out. I would say without further ado, we are heading right into the chapter again. We are still at chapter 29, part 6, back with Griseo. I love that I have the opportunity to just focus on the story stages, because that's what we will do. I don't want to do any side stuff or anything. So yeah, let us head right into it. So yeah, after the last part, I just found out that I can like create a team here, and I selected easy as the difficulty because I think it's easier for me to go through the story stages then, because I don't have to like level them or whatever, or like pay too much attention of like the whole fighting system in this. Oh yeah, I think we were with Aponia. I can't remember if we have seen this. I think we have seen this, right? Are you really the one who can change everything? I hope so. I think we have seen this, right? Griseo is also here. Yeah. I think we ended here when I was playing Aponia. I think Aponia has a great character design, you know. She really represents like the moth part of like the whole Flame Chasers, right? She looks so pretty. Ooh, I can jump. Paint. Okay. I still don't know why Mei doesn't have like voice over here. Of drawing everywhere. I mean, she's still a child, right? So, and children just paint everywhere, I guess. Maybe. Pardo, please go away. Like, there are some of the characters that are kind of annoying. I'm not really too much of a fan. I don't know if I said this before, but I'm not really too much of a fan of, like, Vilvi and Pardophilus. True. I mean, Griseo is not the typical child. Oh, I can. Oh, okay, that's a shortcut. But she's also still a child, right? The sad thing is I can't go faster with the pony. Oh, there she is, Griseo. Griseo is one of my favorite characters. In like her child form, I usually don't really like child characters. But Griseo is like, I don't know, I love like the painting part of her. You know, like art is something so fascinating sometimes, and what they did with like Griseo being able to like paint something into reality, I kind of like that. And also like Griseo as an adult is my favorite character. She has so many nice skins. Swoosh. The young girl was painting the scenery before her seriously. Painting from different angles, using different colors in different moods. Also like small Griseos, like skins, like the Red Riding Hood. Cute. Are you replicating? Cute. I feel like Griseo is very genuine you know, you can trust her with like judging people in some kind of way. I'm feeling their story. Whose story? Oh, that mural. That's a mural. What does it say? What is it supposed to show me? I mean, this could like be like the trees or something. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks a little bit like the symbol of Nikador.
まだ見えてないから感じたいの。絵筆と絵の具を通して。あの絵変わってる。嬉しいのに悲しい。
This is a weird painting full of happiness and sadness, filled with white and black. Like how Griseo describes everything in colors as well. And when in the illusion realm, like she wanted to paint Mei, she said she had to like create a very specific red for Mei.
それはそういう絵だからだよ。
Oh, I didn't see that there is a face on like Aponia's dress. That is cool.
アポニアお母さん、あの絵のことを知ってるの？
Do you know the story behind that painting?
よく彫刻するから、壁画などの作品とも
Nice.
少し縁がある。
It's always so interesting to learn more about them. Some of them really have some like connection to art, right? Like Aiden with the music, and now Aponia is like sculpting, right? And Griseo is drawing. Interesting, interesting.
とてもとても古い歌だった。
Oh, this looks more like burning. It kind of reminds me of like the murals in Amphorius, you know?
ある日、それは空から落ちていった。
It is so exciting to experience it because I'm so far into like the Amphorius story in Honkai Star Rail, and now like going through like the Elysian Realm stuff and seeing like how they are connecting like the flame chases from Honkai Impact to like Honkai Star Rail and the story of them. Like it is somehow very different, but at the same time you always have like these connections where you like think, oh yeah, this is a part that they just recycled in some kind of way from Honkai Impact. But I don't really mind because like this is just so unique, I think, for the Honkai story, that they have this like different worlds, you know, where like some things are the same but a little bit different, and I don't really mind it because I feel like a lot of people are like complaining that like Marge and Danhang are getting like new forms, or like maybe other characters are getting new forms in the future, and I don't really mind it. I think Honkai Impact does a great job to like focus not solely on new characters but also improving the ones that we have, because it connects like the characters so much more to the lore of the game, because it makes sense that the characters that are participating in the story are like, you know, like growing up, that they are like learning and getting stronger. It is like so much more lore accurate to like improve the characters that we have, instead of like pushing new characters in each time. You know what I mean? He fell from the sky. Who fell from the sky? What?
地上の人々は仰ぎ見、星空を目にする。
And the people on the ground looked up and thus saw the starry night sky.
とても悲しいね。
Is this a Greek reference about like Hermes? No, about like who was it who flew into the sun or too close to the sun? I forgot his name.
命というのは
Didn't Welt say something like that in Honkai Star Rail? That like Kevin was too close to the sun or something like that?
だけど、悲劇だからこそ残した痕跡は
Because it's
こ
a
れほど美し
tragedy.
く
The traces it leaves
輝いて
behind.
いる。
Did Kevin fall from the sky?
私、複雑なことはよくわからない。でも、あの絵は好き。
It's too complicated for poor Griseo.
あの絵に描かれてるのは星なのかな？アポニアお母さん。
Were there? I didn't see any stars.
私、 雲が好き。星空が好きなの。星たちと一緒に暮らす方法とかはないのかな？
How can I live together with the stars? Just get a spaceship, Griseo.
子供はみんな星空を見上げることが好きだ。
Well, it's not only children, right?
でも徐々にその視線は星々を通り抜け、深水へと向けられる
You
よう
will
に
see
なる。
beyond the stars and into
その
the
過程
deep.
を私たちは成長と呼ぶ。だからコズマは成長が嫌なんだね。
I mean, to be honest, if you are a child, you don't really know anything about how to be a grown-up. And after, like, becoming a grown-up, I think it sucks ass, and I want to be a child again.
でも感じるの。あの絵を見てると感じてくるの。それは私たちを気に入ってると思う。
It likes us. Are they talking about the Herrscher? I'm confused.
その質問の答えは箱舟次第。
You need to rely on the arc for the answer.
そこまでだ、アポニア。
Okay, rude.
コズマ。
止まれ。それが今のあんたのすべきことだ。
He's rude. Okay, back to Elysia. Okay, we are back here. Let's talk to Elysia.
メイに青春の記憶を見られるなんて、私でも顔が赤くなるわ。
Why is she so small? I thought you enjoyed every second of it. I hate when there are no voice lines.
確かに、楽しんでないと言ったら嘘になるけど。
But to say I didn't like is like true.
だって、メイが私の全部を知りたいって言ってくれたんだもの。私と関係を深めたいなんて。もちろん歓迎するに決まってるじゃない。
It's a dream come true for who? I don't think I said that.
もう、メイは完璧な女の子なのに、その点だけちょっと良くないわね。私と同じように素直になったら、もっとモテると思うわよ。
Sorry, Elysia, but sometimes you can't just say everything you want to say.
なんてね。話題をエリシアに戻しましょう。私の過去を知ったメイが次に知りたいことは何？
I don't know.
どうしようかしら。いいテーマはいくつもあるんだけど。
I want to know how you were born. Investigate. Okay, we can do more with the typewriter.
どうしてプリントされないの？
Doesn't want to talk anymore. Listen, a rattling is coming from it. Maybe it's stuck?
待ってて、確認してみるわ。
This is so like Mem and Zarini.
おかしいわね。長く使われてないから壊れたのかしら。修理ガイドを確認するわ。
Okay.
ここはこうして、こう、いいわ。こうしましょ
う。Bang! Looks like it's completely broken now. Great.
変ね。どうして治ってないのかしら。
Maybe it's because you hit it? Bro, you just whacked it really hard with your stuff. You can't call that fixing.
でも今までの経験では、これが一番効率のいい修理方法だったのよ。
Sometimes it works. I now have doubts about your experience. That's not important now. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this typewriter you just broke.
私が壊したわけじゃないわ。だって。
It's out of paper?
紙が切れたのよ。
You
紙
just
がないと
broke
印
it.
刷できないじゃない。
But aren't we in memory space? And when it was working just now, we didn't need paper, right?
私はこのデータ室の管理者よ。
You have to listen to the elf manager. That is funny. Right, we printed a blank page just now. You can't use it again. Why not? It's blank. Oh, I see. I just have to find unused paper. Is that it? Okay. Real white paper. I think that's just an excuse because it's broken. Looks like I don't have a choice. I will wait outside for a bit. And do what? Waiting. Okay, she's waiting outside. Looking for paper. Okay. Secluded courtyard. Okay, now we are going around searching for paper. I guess. End of the alley. Oh, okay. Wait, I have to go back. Garden walk. Okay, let's see. I don't really know where to look. I need to go down. Residential area. Oh, it should be here. No paper? Okay. Oh, it says head to the square. Do we really need to search so seriously? I don't know about that. I don't really know about that, guys. You don't have to take everything so seriously in life. Life is serious as it is. Okay, unavoidable confrontation, looking for paper. Okay, I mean, at least I got some teammates now. Not that I really need them, I guess. But I can switch. We are just chilling with Bronya. Okay. I don't really know if I need teammates. I think I'm strong enough to like do this. Like without teammates. And I didn't really know which teammates are like best for like this part of Mei, like this balance suit. Okay, we got it. Do you really think that's good if we split up? No, I'm fine. Got it. It doesn't really matter. Looking at where Alicia is hiding, she's probably going back to help fix the typewriter. True. Forget it, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. I'll give them some more time. Okay. Garden labyrinth. Wait, do I need to go there? I'm just going wherever. Oh yeah. Oh, now I don't have teammates. Okay. This is just training for Mei. She's just like passing time while we are waiting for them to fix the typewriter. Can't believe that the elf just smashed it. Okay. There is a treasure chest. Hardo, man. Oh, wait. Add to the target location. Garden Labyrinth West. Who am I looking for? Oh, okay. It's Aponia and Cosma and Griseo too, right? If it's drawing paper. No, I'm getting tricked into this too. Oh, we are switching back to Griseo. What is going on here? Looks like I came at a bad time. Cute. Okay, what's going on? As usual, it doesn't feel welcoming at all. Why was he so rude to Aponia? I don't want to repeat myself. I like his voice. Okay, ignoring the truth. Why? What is going on? What if Griseo wants this? Is this about how Griseo is turning into an adult later on? Because she was talking about something arc. Maybe she was preserved. How is Griseo able to exist outside of the realm? Wait, I never thought about this. That this isn't just an excuse. Unconsciously put pressure on her. Pressure for what? Can you just talk? Griseo seems a little scared. This tension might have a negative influence on her. Considering her abilities, whether it's for safety or because she's a child, I can't close an eye to this. Okay, are we just asking what's wrong then? Let's see if we can help. I didn't want to meddle, but since both of you claim to be Griseo's guardian, shouldn't you take her feelings into account? Why is he so rude now? He was such a nice kid. To barge? I was just friendly asking. Stop with that. Stop manipulating me. Recount the past with Cosmo. I'd have trusted you more if you didn't use that word, true. I don't know about that. Hearing this word from you. What is going on? They are so different now. He's signaling me to follow him aside. Is it something he doesn't want Griseo to hear? Okay. Don't easily trust any one of us. We all have secrets. I have secrets. Well, Mei surely has secrets herself. Is it my imagination, or did he throw a glance at Griseo? Maybe Griseo is not a simulation. I mean, even if I would be Mei, I would never consider myself a hero, right? Especially like as a Herrscher. I don't know. And I think like they feel the same. Like they have gone through the surgery, right, to become stronger and like more efficient to like defeat the Honkai. But I feel like they are more thinking about themselves as some kind of monster because of it than heroes, right? Like even Kevin, I think, doesn't want to refer to himself as a hero. If you won't stop digging... Bro, like Kevin sent me here to keep digging. What do you want from me? I'm just trying to understand this. Like, why would Kevin send her in here if he doesn't want her to find out the truth? Thanks for the advice. I'll make my own judgment. I love Mei. She's great.
メイメイタイプライターが治ったから持ってきたわよ。
Okay.
あら、来るタイミングを間違えたかしら。
No.
何を言ってるの？私たちのような人々に愛されてるキラキラした妖精が来たんだから。
They just have the same personality.
それはどうかしら。
Never thought I'd see you make that face. I'm starting to see your weakness.
私の天敵はもちろんメイのような美しい女の子よ。
She's so
メイ
funny.
がどんなことを望んでも私は断れないもの。
Mm.
エリシア、その変わらない元気な笑顔を見ると安心で
It
きるよ。
reassures me no end.
私もよ、アポニア。あなたに会うたびに嬉しくなるわ。エリシアちゃんが
Wait, they have never seen the L? Why, whenever like Alicia is on the screen, like the situation is always so funny.
私はエリよ。フェアリーランドから来た
From
デー
La
タ
La
室の管理
Land.
者なの。
Isn't that a movie? I think I said this before.
知りたいことがあったら何でも私に聞いてち
I've
ょうだい。
never seen that movie, by the way. I think it's a
その
musical,
手にある
maybe?
のは
I don't know.
タイプライター？何を印刷するの？
Why do you guys not leave?
あら、グレーシュも興味があるのね。
I'm
試し
offering
て
you
み
a
ない？
chance to find out.
手を文字盤の上にかざすと相手に関連する記憶を自動的に選んで印刷してくれるわよ。
Okay.
こんな風に。
I think they explained this already.
本当に出てきた。
Ooh, more about Griseo then? It's a painting like Griseo's previous entry.
絵の中の人はコスマ？
Cosma?
確かに少し抽象的ではあるけど、この姿は
The
コスマで
outline
間違い
screams
ないね。
Cosma.
私覚えてる。コズマがハーモニカを覚えたって言ったらディストピアお姉ちゃんがみんなの前で吹いてってお願いしたの。コズマが吹き終わったらディストピアお姉ちゃんは椅子から落ちるくらい笑ってた。
I don't know if she mentioned that name before. Is that her summon?
ありがとう、妖精さん。いい記憶を思い出せた。
Cute.
どういたしまして。人間のお嬢
Little
さん、妖精の
human
力を
friend.
甘く見ちゃダメよ。
Elf power is so convenient. You did it without blank paper.
それは妖精の力がレベルアップしたからよ。信じてくれないならもう一度
Because
試しても
elf
いい
power
わ。
was upgraded.
じゃあ次はコズマがいい。
It's so cute how she says his
や
name.
めてくれ。
Huh?
あら、あっさり断られちゃった。でもね、コズマ、グレーシュのお願いなのよ。
Do you really want to hurt her feelings? He doesn't. He really cares about her.
やめろ。
Hmm?
あ、印刷が終わった。
What is it? Are we getting Cosma backstory? Oh, we are getting Cosma backstory. There's
そこにいるの。
もう一度見せるわね。
like this chapter is kind of weird. You know, like how we are jumping from like each of their stories. It is like I see why the Elysian room was kind of necessary to go through before this, but at the same time, I don't know.
どうだった？
What are you doing?
確かに勢いがある技でした。
Forceful indeed.
そうするのは崩壊エネルギーの流れを操るためなんですか？
The flow of Honkai energy.
どちらかというと儀式的なものかしら。どう？フアもやってみて。
Is she learning her like the thing that Fuhua learned Kiana?
ええ、わかりました。
Or are these just dance moves? Oh, that looked nice. I don't know what they are doing.
同じ動きなのにどこか違う気がするのよね。
どこか間違えたのでしょうか。
どうかしたの？
What is going on, guys?
なんだかあまり変わらないような気がして。 それに少し恥ずかしいです。
Yeah.
あら、向き不向きがあるのかもしれないわね。
Is this just a cute girl move? What am I
変
doing?
ね。結構気に入ってるのよ。エデンにもポーズに関するアドバイスをたくさんもらったし、どうしてこうなったのかしら。
すみません。私の問題かもしれません。
Rohua. Chill. Why is this a memory of Cosma?
かっこいい。
Oh, does he want to do it? Let's go, Cosma. I'm here for it. Where are the poses? I already forgot what pose they made. It's okay. I have a small brain sometimes. Cosma, you.
確かに。
Sure.
エリシアらしいね。もうコズマったら女の子のことをこっそり見るなんてダメでしょ。でも
bro,
これで思い出したわ。もともとこの動きを英傑の礼儀作法としてヒヨーガの内部に広めようと思ったんだけど。
I mean, I do understand why I have to see like Alicia's past, but I'm really trying to like get the feeling of where we are going.
でも指導計画が思ったよりも進まなくて、フェリスに教えるだけで数ヶ月もかかったのよ。
Maybe it's because she didn't want to learn it at all.
まさかコズマの心の声をメイだって聞いたでしょ。
What does he want? To be cute?
話題を変えてもらえないか。
No?
子供たちの遊びを思い出してしまったよ。
How is it when Alicia is standing here, she's not much taller than Grisea? I mean, they are all not really tall right now.
こちらのお姉さんも妖精の力を感じたいの？私の気持ちちゃんと受け取ってね。ええ、構わない。The
moment Aponia's fingertips touched the keys of the typewriter, a look of shock flash. Wait, what? A look of shock flash across her face unnoticed. What? A look of shock flashed across her face unnoticed, right? She regained her composure quickly as a piece of paper slowly slid out of the typewriter.
アポニアお母さん、何が書いてあるの？ええ、なんというか懐かしいね。これは
inappropriate for children.
でも
Odia, what are you
子
doing?
供向きではないようだ。じゃあコズマも見ちゃダメ。
Can I look at it?
グレーシュ、射精する場所を変えてみては。実は先ほどいい景色を発見したんだ。
Why not show it to me?
そうする。ちょうど散歩したいと思ってたところだし、コズマも一緒に来る？
やめておく。身の安全には気をつけて。
Yeah, he needs to tell me something.
俺は少し気になることがあるから調べてくれ。
I have some concerning matters to investigate.
ええ、コズマも気をつけて。
Okay.
あら、みんな行っちゃったわね。
True.
白紙を手に入れたし、メイ、私たちも戻りましょう。
We didn't really need white paper, right? Okay, back to Alicia's story. Like, I feel like we are back with like a lot of POV switches. This feels like Honkai Star Rail.
そうね。コズマとアポニアはある意味グレーシュの保護者だけど、それぞれの立場があるから。でもほとんどの場合、3人でいることはないから、あまり心配しなくていいわ。
Three of them won't be at the same time. Okay. But we have to go in a different direction. Can I not just teleport, actually? Hanging Garden. Return to the archives. She brought the typewriter here. Why do I have to go back to the archives? But it's alright. It's alright. There's not really much to talk about. Wait, who's talking? But I see that there are like some groups in like the Flame Chase group in general, right? Because we have mostly like Kalpis and Sakura, some kind of connected, right? As well as I feel like Alicia is like more connected to Kevin, but also like connected to everyone else. And then we have like Griseo, Eponia, and Cosma. Right, who else do we got? I mean, I don't know about Mobius. I feel like Vilby and Mobius are more like... Yeah, they are mostly alone. Same for Pardo. Okay, we got it? We got it. Good. Let's go to the archives. Wait, what happened to my camera? Why is it moving so weird?
Mei? ちょっと遅いわよ。まさか
Are you still?
まだコスモのことを考えてる？メイも面白いと思ったの？
No, I'm more thinking about what Eponia got from like the typewriter. Indeed, it's thought-provoking, especially the part where you teach others strange things, true. Now that I think about it, you're always like this. You unexpectedly appear in everyone's memories. Everybody's life here seems intertwined with yours. Yeah.
あら、まさかいつもクールなメイがストレートに私を褒めるなんて。これがギャップ萌えってやつ？
I don't think it's an emotional attack, it's just stating facts. Whatever.
みたいにはなくて構わないわよ。他人とのつながりがない英傑なんていないでしょ？
Which Flame Chaser story isn't related with the others? I mean, yeah.
メイもすぐにわかると思うわ。さて、次はどの時期の私を見たいのかしら？
What time periods me is May interested in? I'm still interested in how you were born. You said that you had to walk step by step with Kevin to get to where you are today. Then what was your next step?
ちょっと思い出してみるわね。第4次崩壊はまあまあ順調だったわ。
Okay.
ケビンは初めて勝利の果実を味わえたし、招待にも新しい仲間が加わった。
The fourth was which one? Wasn't that Kiana? Like Void? I think the fourth one is Void, right? Because the third one was Wind, right? I think the fourth was Void.
その後にあったのは旧毒葉の危機かしら。でもその話のメインはサクラとビルビーで、私たちは脇役なのよね。
Cocoon Crisis.
その後も同じよ。あの時期ヒヨウガはほぼ毎日さまざまな問題のために奔走してた。
A turning point.
でも決定的な事件の話となると
Kevin had his first victory with the fourth Hasha. Was he already turned then?
おそらく第6次崩壊があった頃でしょうね。
Oh, the sixth one was binding, right?
だけど
The sixth Honkai eruption. I remember the Herrscher born from that Honkai displayed the consciousness of a human just before she died. Wait, what? The Herrscher born from that Honkai displayed the consciousness of a human just before she died. Oh no, was it some similar Herrscher like Senti? Was it that? Kevin folded because of that. But that was just a trick and humanity paid heavily for it.
そう
I'm confused which one is
想
which.
像できないかもしれないけど
Because I know they had a lot of trouble with like binding, but binding was way later,
知ってる
right?
限り一度もなかったわ。
No Herrscher has turned back to human, at least not that I know. Yeah, you are a Herrscher. I mean, she's not human, right? But what does that make her?
あの時は信じることを選んだけれど、現実は私たちにその重さを
I
味わわせた。
chose to believe, and reality has made me realize how heavy believing can be.
あの時から
What did you
すで
believe
に
in?
何かが決まってたのかもしれないわね。
Some things were already predestined.
まるで誰かが種をまいたみたいに、たとえ何をしなくても、それはゆっくりと根を張り、芽を足して。
Hmm.
エリシアお姉ちゃん。
Oh, where are we now? Okay, we are back. Why is it raining?
違うわ。
Inside.
私のことは エリシアちゃんと呼んで。どうして？
Why is it raining inside?
だって、グレイシュが私をそんな風に呼んだら、きっとみんな驚いちゃうでしょ？
Alicia is just so funny.
なんでそう呼ぶんだろう。自分たちには見えない何かがグレイシュには見えるんじゃないかってみんなそう考えてしまうでしょうね。その時きっとみんな面白い顔をするはずよ。じゃあわかった。エリシアちゃん、それとメビウスおばあちゃんと呼ぶようにね。おばあちゃん。メビウスおばさんは怒らないの？あら、グレイシュはまだ分かってないのね。おばあちゃんよりおばさんの方がず
I
っと
don't
傷
know
つくの
about
よ。
this, Alicia.
でも大丈夫。いつか分かる日が来るわ。
Hmm?
その時また呼び方を変えても間に合うからね。
I'm so confused about the rain inside, guys.
なんだかメビウスおばさん
I
は
feel
大変だね。
sorry.
朝から晩まで忙しくて、ご
Mm.
飯を食べる時間もないみたい。
I mean, Griseo in the past is like more connected to Mobius, right?
緊急
Because of
プロ
her
ジェクトがある
parents.
みたいで休めないのよね。お父さんのところに行きたいからお母さんが実験室を辞めることになったの。それで
She's trying to
メ
find.
ビウスおばさんに
Okay, wants
新
to
し
do
い
with
助手を紹
that.
介することになってね。
Kevin
二
just
人が
casually
仕
walking
事の
by.
引き継ぎの話をしてる時に聞いてたの。なんか
Oh,
改造
oh, oh.
手術の
I
話もし
overheard
て
them
たみたい。
discussing the handover, something about an augmentation or
ふ
surgery.
ーん。
Is that why Kevin was in frame? Is that the day his surgery took place?
あら、誰かが戻ってきたわよ。ケビン
dead?
おじさんは聞こえなかったみたいだね。
Kevin.
それに顔色が悪かった。
I don't think Uncle Kevin hurt you. Uncle Kevin, bro.
ええ、だって第七律者に勝利したばかりだし、彼もまだ混乱してるんでしょうね。
I think the seventh one. Which one is which?
メイが彼にカウンセリングを勧めてたから、多
I
分そこから戻ってきたんじゃないかしら。
Whoa. Okay.
ちょっと話してくるわね。グレイシュはしばらくここで一人でいてもいい？わかった、エリシアちゃん。いいかね。ディストピアはすぐに戻ってくるって言ってたから、こ
Dystopia, such
こ
a
で
good
彼女のことを
background.
待ってて。
Who is that? I forgot. Why do I have a weapon when I'm talking to Kevin? Kevin! What's going on, bro? Ivo! I'm
What?
sorry, guys.
寒いわね。
Is it because of
ク
him?
ールなイケメンに路線変更したの？道理で私のことも相手にしてくれなくなったのね。
Acting ice cold. He's not acting
ケ
ice
ビンに
cold.
嫌
He
われちゃったと
literally
思って
is.
悲しかったのよ。
Just the thought of being shunned by you brings me to tears.
すまない。
Oh?
聞いたわよ。融合選手計画。ひどいわよね。私に黙ってるなんて。
Hmm?
そんないいことを共有しないなんてね。私をこっそりと超えるために費用がの争いってやつ？ケビン、今のあなたはとてもずる
So
い
at
わ。
this point, no one had surgery so far? Oh, okay.
慰めてくれてありがたいが、今は一人でいたいんだ。
Maybe he was the only one? I kind of forgot the timeline here.
ふーん。
I want to be alone right
すまな
now.
い。
Yo, Kevin, it kind of makes me sad.
すまないを2回も口にしてる。その言葉はケビンらしくないわ。
Hmm.
メイにも同じことを言われた。
Sad. Kind of sad. Why does this make me emotional?
でも、目を閉じると
No.
姫子が見える。
I forgot about this.
彼女は笑って僕に手を差し伸べてくるんだ。まるで
Hmm?
パーティーの日に戻ったみたいで。
Wait. So he liked
Himiya.
Himiko as
Maybe.
well, you know, like Kiana did? That is sad. So Ooh, that is sad. That is sad. That is... Ooh, that is sad. Ooh.
想像できるだろうか。僕が剣を振り下ろす直前。
But I thought
彼女は
Fuku killed
そんな
the
表情を
House
し
of
たんだ。
Fire. When I swung the sword, she wore the same expression. That is sad. That is sad. Poor Kevin.
第六律者と同じ表情を。
Oh, she was the sixth one. Sad. That is sad, guys. No. I didn't know he was close with like Himeko as well. Like, isn't... Wow. Like, history is just repeating itself, but this time we are just turning the tables, but Himeko still died. If Himeko dies in Honkai Star Rail, no. They can't do this again.
すまない。こんな話をするべきではなかった。
That's why he's so... Oh, it makes me sad.
いいのよ。結構嬉しいから。だって、ケビンの夢に私もいるってことでしょ？でも、確かに一人にした方が良さそうね。私、ちょっと失礼するわね。
That is sad.
エリシア。
That is so... No.
僕はあの夢が怖い。でも、夢から覚めるのがもっと怖いんだ。
Bro, I like this Kevin a lot more. He reminds me of Finan and it makes me sad.
気にしないで、ケビン。あなたはただ、いい医者に出会ってないだけよ。
You just haven't met a good psychotherapist. I mean, it's hard to get a good one. Like... Bro, Kevin. Like, see, there is still remains. There are still remains of, like, the boy from the manga. I will not talk too much about it. It makes me cry. And I don't want to cry. Sad.
グレッシュ？グレッシュ？あら、誰もいないわね。ディストピアンが連れて行ったのかしら。
I forgot who that is or if they even mentioned who
先に謝ってきたのはあなたなんだから。私は悪くないからね、ケビン。
She is always like so concerned about everyone, right? But it is good that someone like her is here. She really cares about her friends. Wait, do I have to go back to Kevin? A quiet conversation was coming from the room. No. Stop. Although only a fragment could be heard, it was enough to make Alicia widen her eyes. He's crying. I am dead. I am so dead. Like, poor Kevin. Guys, what is happening? Like, this reminds me too much of Finan, and it hurts me. And I hated Kevin. He was never talking, but he's like so different here.
あら、こんなことであなたが私のところに来るだなんて。
Oh, are we talking about the surgery now?
ひどいわね、メビウス。私はケビンに遅れを取りたくないし、あなたに対してもそうだ
So
って
Alicia
知ってる
did
く
get
せに。
surgery in some kind of way?
まあ、前者はもう叶わないけれど、後者は何としても頑張ってみないとでしょ
Bro, like, how can we move on from, like, Kevin crying? Like, that is so unexpected. But of course, why would Kevin be the way that he is now? He lost a lot. And I was guessing, like, it was hard for him, but, like, experiencing it is
いい
crazy.
でしょう。割り込みさせてあげる。喜んで。
Pick your
この
cause
手
of
であなた
death.
の死に方を選んであげるわ。
I kind of forgot that Mobius talked like this.
それはダメよ、メビウス。ここに来る前から用意しておいたの。
私の融合因子なんだもの。唯一無二じゃないといけない。そうでしょ?
Wait, I thought Elysia was always a Herrscher. Was she not? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe my theory is like weird. But I thought they pointed at this, that she was a Herrscher from the beginning. But now she's getting surgery. Or what? Like, if she was a Herrscher from the beginning, why would she need surgery like the others?
そうね。そういう思い出もあったわね。どうしようもなく、何もできないという時期が。
Kevin never managed to overcome those dark times. In the 7th Honkai eruption, he was forced to kill his past comrade. In the 7th Honkai am I confused or is the game confusing me? It was the 7th Honkai eruption, but it was the 6th Herrscher? I'm confused. Isn't it weird for her to hear the story of this previous time where like some of the people have the same names as like her companions? Like, Kevin is clearly Kiana, right? Then we have, like, Mei as a doctor, like a researcher, and Mei here is different. Then we have, like, Elysia, but, like, Himeko being Himeko, and it's no wonder that he has changed so much.
あの頃の彼はかなり精神的に病んでいたの。仲間から逃げようと思ったこともあったみたい。
Poor Kevin.
でも、それは彼ではなく、カウンセラーの問題だと思うの。私のところに来ればよかったのに。
He could have come to me instead.
そうしたら、一人目の融合戦士は彼じゃなくなっていたかもしれないでしょ?
The first mantis would never have been him. Regarding your surgery, I remember that Mobius had always been doubtful.
長変因子の副作用を楽しみにしてたからでしょうね。結果的に彼女はがっかりというか羨ましかったはずよ。
She wanted to see what side effects the Ica would cause for me. Because she was already a Herrscher? I'm confused.
交換してあげてもいいって言ったのにね。
She could have asked for an exchange with me.
本当はね、人と崩壊獣の境界を曖昧にするやり方はあまり気に入っていないの。火を追うがもいろいろと試したのよ。例えば人工生命とか超大型ロボットとか、誰の案かはメイもなんとなくわかるでしょ。それが成功してたら物語は完全に違う方向に進んでいたかもしれないわね。
But all of you still chose mantises.
だってケビンがあまりにもうまくいったんだもの。人々は彼から希望を見出した。それは勝利よりもずっと貴重だってメイも知ってるでしょ?
I mean, I think hope is necessary to achieve some kind of victory as well. It's like necessary to keep going. Without hope, you don't want to fight anymore, right? So it's a very important aspect in this kind of environment right now.
勝利を手にする方法はたくさんあるけど、希望に関しては人々はそんなに選択肢を持ってないわ。
True.
でも、これが重い話だと思ったら大間違いよ。
I mean, it was only short, but like, I don't know why it always breaks me when like characters like Kevin are crying. Like,
あの頃、融合戦士の選抜基準の設定はメビウスの実験室が担当しててすごく厳しかったの。犠牲は避けられないけど、成功率には保証があったわ。比較的にね。
The success rate was high, relatively speaking, but there were only 13 of you.
しばらくして、火を追うがには8人の融合戦士がいた。
Okay. Elysia's fingertip tapped lightly on the typewriter.
そしてこれこそ、私がメイに見せたかったものなの。
So she did get surgery after Kevin had surgery because he was the first mantis, right? So Kevin got surgery, then Elysia, and then 6 others. Okay. Elf Elysia.
今回の記録は写真だったのね。
Wait, I remember reading this. Wait, who the hell are you? Wait, is that Griseo's dad? Wait, he has a nice hairstyle. I remember like reading this entry where like she was throwing a birthday party. Wait, that is normal Cosma. So Sakura already had surgery, right? But Cosma didn't. He was there. And this is maybe Griseo's mom? And there is May. Imagine like May seeing this picture. Why is she not freaking out about this?
これは少し後のこと。みんなでケビンの誕生日会を開催したのよ。
Everyone looks so cute.
もう、当時の私ったら本当に綺麗よね。も
I've
ちろ
always
ん
been
いつも
pretty.
のことだけど。
True. Like, bro, Griseo's dad looks good. Is this really Kevin? He's laughing. So, normally.
その言い方、
Why are we
結
talking
構
about
失礼よ。
Kevin?
でも、
But I get what you
言い
mean.
たいことはわかるわ。
Like, why are we not talking about the fact that this is literally May?
だって、メイのそばにいるケビンは、ただの男の子なんだもの。彼女にもっと近づきたいのに、凍傷にさせてしまったらどうしようって心配して。
Oh,
それで
yeah,
も、
that's sad.
彼
I
女の
think
気
I
持ちに
talked
嬉
about
しく
this
なる。
before.
それが、あなたの知ってるケビンでもあるのよ。
Like, I think he loved her a lot, but the surgery, like, it made him powerful so he can wield, like, the sword, right? But it also made him, like, so much weaker because there was no connection at all. And I think that's what was missing for Kevin, you know?
メイも同じね。ケビンと私の前にいる時だけ、普通の女の子になるの。
She's so cute.
ほら、さくらも嬉しそうにしてるでしょ。こういう表情の方が彼女に似合うってずっと思ってたのよね。アポニアとメビウスは出席しなかったけど、面白いプレゼントを用意してたわ。
Okay. There is a present for Mobius as well,
コン
right?
が清掃する姿もその時に初めて見たの。
We saw
みんな
Arthur
しばらく
dress formally
そ
for
れをネタ
that's
にして
him.
彼をからかってたわ。
He looks good.
ディストピアは念動力でケーキを切り分けるパフォーマンスを見せてくれた。
Ooh.
ミスしたふりして
So
わざと
that
コ
is
スモ
her
のケ
mother, I
ーキを小さく
guess.
してね。
Right?
コズマってばすごく落ち込んじゃったから何も言い出せなくて。そうしたらみんなが彼にケーキを少しずつ分けてあげたの。
I think these chapters are here to destroy me because I know like literally like all of them I think are dead except for like Fuhu and Kevin, but like the others are just dead. We will never be able to see them again.
ええ、本当にいろいろあったわ。
I
当
hope
時
they
にも
don't do this in
こう
story.
いう楽しい思い出があったの。
But wouldn't the knowledge of the end turn past happiness into grief?
ええ、多分淡い感傷に浸ることになるかもしれないわね。だけどそれは苦痛じゃなくて一種の喜びだと思うの。手にした幸せに喜びを覚えて未来で起きる奇跡に期待するの。だって物事には二面性があるんだもの。
True.
あんなことがあった後でもケビンは思い出せるのよ。一人でどう笑うべきかを。
I don't know about that.
だけどあの時に写真を残さなかったらメイがこの景色を目にすることもなかったかもしれないでしょ。
I mean, it's been how long? 50,000 years? I still don't fully understand how Kevin was able to, like... Was it because of his surgery that he also was able... Or was it because he was in the Sea of Quanta that he was able to exist? Do you really exist in the Sea of Quanta? Because I feel like the Sea of Quanta is more like a place where the dead are.
着飾ったさくらとメイの姿もまだ角が生えてないコズマの姿
Cosma
も
without horns.
それからディストピアやコンのことも。でも今は見えるだけじゃなくて覚えることもできる。喜ばしい事実でしょ。
Is that why she's showing me? Because like with... Even if the Elysian realm is gone, but May has experienced like all the things in the Elysian realm, like even if the Elysian realm were to like fully disappear after this, I think it is important for Elysia, and this is also like for Cyrene, right? That like someone remembers the past because it's important. And so like the people in the past live on, right? You're right, I can feel the importance of this memory, which is easily forgotten.
メイなら分かってくれると思ってたわ。でも結果も大事だけどね。
The ends are very important.
確かにあらゆることが決まったこの古の楽園の中でも人々は結果を重視してる。
Does this have anything to do with like finality and origin? Because I always thought like origin is the beginning and finality is the end. But in some kind of way, you can also say it's the opposite, right? Because like origin could be the end of some older time and finality starts something new by ending the old one. You know what I mean? So maybe this is already connected to like this. Don't eat what Mobius gives you. I don't want to eat anything the snake gives me.
それとエリシアの要求を断ってはいけない。わらわがどうしたんじゃ。
お、さくら。
さくら？困ったわ。ごまかせなくなったわね。ちょうどメイに話してるところだったの。あの日のさくらはすごく綺麗だったって。この写真は。あの時のことか。
Sakura, did you come to see Elysia?
いや、そういうわけではないぞ。ちょうど二人を見かけたから少し気になっただけじゃ。
Reminiscing about the past, that's what we are doing.
聞いて驚かないでね。二人は
このとこしえの楽園有力情報を Information flow big data processing center visualization terminal. Okay, chill. I don't think that's what you initially called it.
この妖精の魔法タイプライターは過去にあったあらゆることを印刷できるの。
It's all knowing, but it just shows me specific things.
あれらの記録は誰かが書いたわけではないのか？
Well, basically not.
あなた、妖精の魔法を甘く見すぎてるわね。この端末の原型はヒヨオーガのコントロールセンターのデータ記録装置なの。管理者の私でも
I only have
読み込む権限しかないのよ。
Okay, to be honest, I think like the elf version of Elysia is way cuter than Mem.
すごそうじゃな。それでビルビーの居場所を教えてくれぬか？
Okay, why do you want to find the magician?
それは
I remember Bilby said she was going to investigate the tower.
強盗か。道理でこの辺りで彼女の気配を感じなかったんじゃな。かたじけない。わらわはこれで失礼する。
いってらっしゃい。
さくらって本当にすごいわよね。いつも何の音もなくいきなり後ろに現れるんだから。
Better not mention her name.
なんだか今のさくらの反応ちょっと変わってたような気がするわ。少し気になるけど気のせいだといいわね。私たちは記憶体だけどさくらの時間はみんなよりも少し前で止まってるから多少なりとも気にするんでしょうね。
Sakura's lifetime was stopped earlier. It's hard to let it.
もし彼女があの件の真相に気づいたらどれだけ驚いてどれほど悲しむのかしら。
What does that mean? I'm confused. She discovered the truth of that incident. Imagine how shocked and depressed she'd be. Like you said, some things are predetermined at some time or other.
でもだからこそみんなには幸せな結末を手にしてほしいって私はそう願ってる。
I mean,
少なくともこの古の楽園の中では。
Right. Why not at least in this realm give them a happy end where they can kind of live on? Like even with like Fuhua and Kevin, Sakura's story. Even with like Fuhua and Kevin surviving and like living on, right? They are like damaged in some kind of way, like mentally, like they will never be the same as before. Who was the girl sobbing in my dreams? Her tears were so real, wet, full of sadness and hatred. They dripped on my face in the darkness. Is this about Sakura's sister? Scene had been occurring more and more often. Sakura looked at her waist, where a rarely unsheathed blade hung. Restrained by a discipline, it would not declare the impact of memory on an individual verbally. What? Restrained by a discipline. So it was a Ponya? Oh. It would not declare the impact of memory on an individual verbally. Incompleteness. Should have brought it back by now. What? I'm sometimes so confused about, like, oh, a young girl's tears. Sometimes I'm really confused about the story here. We're jumping around so fast. This is what I always, like, criticize a little bit about, like, Honkai Star Rail as well. Like, if there are so many, like, POV switches, it's, like, getting confusing with the story sometimes. Like, I mean, I don't really think I have read too many of, like, Sakura's remembrance vessels. We will see, we will see. The game will explain everything to me. Hopefully. And hopefully I will be able to understand it. This is already easy mode. Why is it taking me so long to, like, get through the fights? Enter Vilvi's workshop. Another workshop was built in such a short amount of time. Oh, you mean the usual workshop, like in the Elysian realm, and now, oh, she has a workshop in here as well. Why? Sakura glanced around at the unnecessary facilities discreetly, thought for a moment, but said nothing. For a flame chaser, offering advice is an act of arrogance. Okay. Spaces you built.
十分な権限がなければ、おそらくその中から何かを持ち去ることは不可能じゃろう。だから、何事にも二面性があるんだよ。
I mean, they are all saying the same.
しかし、君は恐ろしいね、さくら。なんというのかな、仲間の労働の成果を見たときに、真っ先に考えることが、どう対応するかだなんてね。これは何時？いいな。彼女から得た教訓じゃ。ふん。専門家。彼女のことだね。昔のように彼女に整備してほしい武装でもあるの？それならタイミングが悪かったね。
Oh, they are talking about a different personality of her. 彼女は眠りについたばかりだから。わらわが何のために来たか。おや、わかった。わかったよ。 Isn't there anything that can spark your interest?
君の興味をかき立てるようなものはなかったのかな。いいよ。持ち主に返す時が来た。私は武器に関する思考を一度も担当していないんだけど。だからかな。それが修復された姿を見て、驚きを感じたんだよ。
Doesn't this look like May's blade?
第三の神の鍵。専門家の初期の作品だからデザインは保守的なんだけどね。
The third divine key. This looks like the blade, isn't that? Wait, I'm confused. It looks a little bit like the blade that May is using in her Herrscher form.
そのランダムなご機嫌システムは確かに奇想天外と言えるけど、残念ながらもう楽園の中では形を変えなくなった。だからこそ修復する価値があるのじゃ。
Is she giving it to May?
おや、そうなの？君が戦闘中に7つの形態を自由に切り替える姿の方が
I think the real surprise would be switching between 7 forms in combat at will.
でも
余計なお世話だけど、さくら、それを使って何をしようと
That
し
is
てるの？
kind of creepy, man.
それはもともとわらわの武器じゃ。余計な目的など不要じゃろ。
It's my weapon. Is it really?
でもこの刀、君は特殊な任務をこなすときにのみ使用
Like
するって聞
disposing
いた
of
んだけど、
traitors.
例えば裏切り者の始末とか。
それも必要な任務じゃ。
They were necessary.
必要か。いいんだ。私も聞いてみただけだから。
That didn't end
君か
well.
ら借りたそれを実験に使って、でもちゃんと返すよ。君も知ってると思うけど、私にとって多くの場合、驚きは責任よりもずっと重要だから。
They have a weird dynamic and all of them are weird in general. Like, what is going on?
さあ、受け取って。
いや、ビルビー。まだ本当の意味で完成しておらぬ。
Okay.
おや？
Sakura slowly unsheathed the blade on her waist. Bro, what is going on? It was the weapon other than frozen Naraka, which had never been unsheathed in front of the countless successes that came before. But what was exposed was a shoddy blade without an
一
edge.
時的な代用品だったんだね。
A temporary replacer. Wilby smiled and slit the seven thunders of retribution, whose blade encased the authority of conquest into the sheath.
そうだね。こうすることで、やっと本当の意味で修復完了と言える。君があの戒律も共に戻したいと考えるとは。
例の剣を知っているじゃろ。
君がそれを使った時の記憶を中に封じて、
Oh.
鞘から抜かれる際にその一部を放ち、刀を振るう君に倍のプレッシャーを感じさ
That
せる。
is crazy. So that was the discipline that was put on the sword, sealing your memories of using it inside it, so it could release some of them whenever you drew it to double your pressure. That's crazy.
仲間を守るために、アポニアも結構苦心したんだね。では、君が、そして私自身も。
She had not looked away from Sakura's hand and the grip of the seven thunders of retribution while she was speaking. Her eyes gleamed with a strange expectation.
知っておるか、ビルビー。わらわは最近、ずっと疑問に思っていることがある。
Why do I get the feeling that Sakura is going to kill Vilby?
おや？
She placed her hand on the grip of the seven thunders of retribution.
わらわの夢の中で泣いている少女は、一体何者じゃ？
Maybe she just wants her memories back, but there is, I don't know, there is strange air between them.
その憎しみは、
Where
どこ
did
か
her
ら来ているのじゃ
hatred
ろうか。
come from? Maybe it really was her sister that was like brutally killed by some creeps in the lab. Only until then did Vilvi realize she may have made a mistake. A mistake too entertaining, and absolutely so.
今なら、ようやく知ることができる。
Wait, is she drawing the blade now? Okay, she's drawing the blade. 50,000 years had passed in the realm. The seven thunders of retribution was unsheathed by its master. What is going on? Now we are switching stories. I don't care about Mobius. Go back. What is going on?
あ
Did she kill Vilvi?
ら、拡散し始めたわね。
It's starting to spread.
影に隠れて動き出そうとしてる。
Been cooking in the
どう
corner.
やら、今回
I
私は
can't be number one this
1
time.
位にはなれないみたいね。
Mobius was studying some pages with interest. They were mostly charred, save for some texts encrypted to Mobius. They were evidently the memories of someone else. And an irritating one at that.
大当たりね。ラットさんのおかげだわ。今度の実験ではきちんと可愛がってあげ
Oh,
る。
she's talking about
エ
May.
リシアの記憶空間。利用しないともったいないでしょ。
Oh, so she came in here. Okay, got it. She looked into the distance where ashes were adrift. The stifling heat was drawing closer.
私と同じような人も
People
行
like
動を始
me.
めたようね。
Okay. I'm flying around as Mobius. Oh yeah, I knew it was
今の
Kalpas.
気配、あなただったの。
That scent.
こそこそして何を探してるのかしら、戦後。
I don't know if he's really looking
あ
for
なたっ
something.
てば挨拶の仕方が独特よね、戦後。
Oh, wait,
こ
why
そこ
are
そ
you
俺の後を
fighting?
ついてきてお前は死にたいのか。
あら、昔話よ。あなたの故郷の話をしたいだけ
And
か
like
もしれないで
Mobius
し
really
ょ。
has a death wish. Yeah.
いいだろう。死に急ぐお前に付き合ってやる。あるのか。
Oh wait, I didn't dodge. I need to read, man. Ooh, that is... Wait, that is fancy dodging, Mobius.
捕まえた。少し痛いわね。
どけ。目障りだ。
やや
Wait, I didn't see him. Let's go. Don't stop laughing. You're kinda scary, man.
や、怖がらないで。
Oh, I can press it and hold the button. Ooh.
実験体のくせに。
Wait, that was kind of cool.
や、少し痛いわね。
I dodged, I swear.
や、
They're like, Kalpas is pretty
お
strong.
前にその価値はあるのか。
Wait, I'm nearly dead. Kalpas, chill. Wait, I need that. He dead or what? Die. Oh. Like with all the splashy things, I can't really see. Wait, he's not moving anymore. Oh, I think he's now. Are we dying? We are dying. Why is this fight so hard?
来い、続けろメビウス。お前を灰にして鱗一つ残さないようにしてやる。
Okay.
だから嫌いなのよ。
That's why I
暴力し
hate
か
you.
使わないなんて小動物と何の違いがあるというの。
Which makes you an animal.
前回お前を殺した時の感触、俺はまだ覚えてるぞ。もう一度体験したい
You
のか。
want to live through it again, so he killed her before?
前回あんなの実験の一部に過ぎないわ。まさか私があなたのお遊びに
As
付
I
き合う
said,
ほど
everyone is
暇だっ
just
て
crazy
そう
guys.
思ってないでしょうね。それとも私たちでさえ初めて見たこの常しえの楽園で何か思いついたの？戦後
They never have been here, and now all of a sudden they all have access to it because I came in here.
それはお
Isn't
前
that
だメ
weird
ビウ
as
ス。
well?
一日中こそこそして。
But he has been here before,
お前は
right?
何がしたいんだ。
He was talking about how dangerous the deep end is in general. You've been lurking around all day.
あら、ちゃんと観察できてたのね。どうやらあなたはバカよ。
They're just dissing each other. You think I'm
俺の目
blind
と
or
耳が腐
deaf?
ってると思ってるのか。お前が数万年かけて用意した計画
Who
が
doesn't know
あ
your
の律
plan
者
that
のせいで
took you
台無しに
tens
なっ
of
たことを
thousands of
知らな
years
い
was
奴がい
ruined
る
by
とでも
that hash?
お前が哀れにも地べたを張って屈辱で泣きながら見苦しい失敗を
Oh,
迎
he's
えた
talking
こと
about
を
May.
知らない奴がいると思ってるのか。この目で見ることができなかったのは実に残念だ。だが俺にはわかる。
Making moves
お
in the
前は教
dark.
訓など得
That's
な
what
い。
a snake
ただの
does.
一度も。
True.
驚いたわ。あなたの頭はただのお飾りだって。ずっ
Bro,
と
what is this
そう思ってた
conversation?
あなたも首の上にある器官を使って
They
考
are, I
え
feel
る
like
こ
they
と
are
が
all
できるの
plotting
ね。
something. Like, what is going on?
じゃあどうしてあ
Why
の
did she
石
forget
と共に
everything when
落
he
ちた
crashed
時
down
は
with that rock? The air fell silent as if a switch was flipped.
ねえ怒った 文明人のふりをやめたの？私の口を封じたくなった。
Yo, you guys should be, bro.
自信満々だな、メビウス。焦り。
Who's the one losing it
そし
and
て
who's
そういう
the
フリ
one
と
to
やらを
stop
やめたやつとは
faking it?
そんな幼稚な挑発をして、お前は俺に誰を殺させ
Who
た
are
いんだ？
you using me against?
俺の目と耳はちゃんと機能してる。ましてや俺はバカではない。この楽園は、お前の復讐の舞台にされたに過ぎない。今、お前はようやく仲良しのふりをやめ、思い切り汚い
You
手段
don't
を
have
使
to
えるようにな
pretend
った。
that you fit in. Like Mobius kind of still reminds me of like Herda, but I feel like Herda is less evil, you know, even if she doesn't really try to fit in. But Herda is like less evil than I feel like Mobius is.
だが、
But maybe it's just
戦
me.
後はお前に利用されることはない。とはいえ、お前が失敗した後の集大を見るのはいい暇つぶしになりそうだ。
仲良し？あなたって本当に変な誤解をしてるわね。
So she doesn't really want to fit in. Like, I mean,
私たちは最初から仲
we've
間じゃ
never
ない。
been together. Who do you
仲良
think
しのふ
needs
り
to
をする
pretend
必
to
要があ
fit
るのは
in?
誰だと思う？そんなもの
What
本
is
当
going
に
on?
存在してるの？私たちは最初から。
Why are you cutting off
バラバラなのね。
disunited? I mean, they don't all like each other, so it's kind of not a surprise. Disunited. Okay, back to Elysia. Bro, like, since the Elysian realm, I feel tired very fast because I feel like I have to like
ある特
push
別
in
な場所
so
に案内
much
し
to
てあげま
like
しょう。
get all of it. I wish to bring you to a special place. Is there a specific reason for that?
それほどのものでもないわ。
It's just for a sense of
儀
formality.
式的な感じかしら。
Like, I feel like Elysia's parts, like story parts, are the most interesting so far, you know, because this is like, Elysia is just the most interesting because we don't really know too much about her past, right? And like her showing us different situations, especially the one with like Kevin and stuff like that. I think that's very interesting. And then we have like all of these subplots from each one of them. Like there is something like going on with like Eponia and Cosma. Then we have like a Vilvi and Sakura, and all of a sudden Mobius and Kalpas, and like they all are plotting something, you know, like talking about the flowers and like this being disunited. But I never really felt like the Flame Chasers are solely united, you know, they fight for the same cause in some kind of way, but they are disunited like as like in a harmony aspect of the group, you know what I mean? Because like some of them don't like Eponia and they don't like Kalpes and stuff like that. So I wouldn't really say that they were united from the beginning.
ほら、第
But
7
maybe
次
it's
崩
just
壊
me.
の後のことをメイも知ってる
From
で
the
しょ。
8th to the 11th, we've
第
been
8律者から
cycling
第
through
11律者ま
gain
で
and loss.
私たちは得たり失ったりしながら前に進み続けた。どれも大事な思い出だけど、一つずつ細かく語るには少し煩雑だわ。
Sad.
だから直接クライマックスに入っていいと思うの。
Let's just
あ
dive
の
into
扉
the
をくぐったら
climax
わかるはずよ。
of each one of them, or just the last one? Return to the hub. I mean, I don't really mind. Isn't this the Elysian Realm hub?
私たちが初めて出会った場所よ。
Oh, so we are back here, like in the chapters. That's funny. What a convenient way to teleport, but why are we back
だっ
here?
てこれからの物語はここと関係があるんだもの。
Oh, so is this how they like founded the Elysian Realm?
ここは私たちの始まり。
Hmm.
今のは私とメイじゃなくて。
You mean the 13 flame chasers? you've mentioned before the place was once an assembly hall for the flame chasers in reality.
そうよ。そしてここで私は意気揚々と世界にこの名前を発表したの。
Okay.
もう少し装飾品を多くした方がいいかしら。
I think it's just like it's not rain, right? It's just to like symbolize that this is a past memory, but it looks like it's raining.
普通の集まりに見えちゃいそうね。
Too
今日は
mundane.
真剣な話をする日なのに。そうだ。
Alicia is kind of cute. Why did it turn dark?
いい感じね。家のような雰囲気だわ。みんなが気
I
に入って
can't
くれるといいんだけど。
really imagine that like all of the 13 of them are sitting here and discussing stuff.
次は他の場所も見てみようかしら。
Okay. Check out different points. Okay, there is the weird angle.
空中に浮いてるなんて綺麗ね。やっぱりビルビーに内装お願いして正解だったわ。
Are these the cryopods?
もうここを使ってた人って本当に風情がないわね。ちゃんと
It's
飾
so
り
much
付けをしてよかっ
cuter.
た。
I
今
don't
の方
really
がずっと可愛らしい
think
わ。
that this is a cute place, like except for like the area where you can sit. Everything just looks like a normal like base. You know, like very stonish and cold. Okay. Wait. Golden Courtyard. We will definitely check out the Golden Courtyard anime as well. Wait, where do I go? Oh, I can't go down there. Oh, I need to go down here? Wait, now it says I have to go upstairs. Wait, am I confused? I think I'm confused. Where can I go upstairs? Now it says downstairs. What? Oh.
印刷した書類はここに置いて。
I leave the printed documents here.
エリシア、注文したものができたよ。
ありがとうビルビー。あら、今はコックのビルビーと呼んだ方がいいかしら。
好きに呼んで構わない。
Okay.
13人分のお菓子とお茶はテーブルに置いておくよ。
Okay.
ビルビーったら本当に最高のコックさんね。
Wait, she
きっと
cooks?
みんなもあなたのお菓子で楽しくなると思うわ。
そうだといいけど。
Okay. After 30 minutes.
来てくれた人の数、予想より少ないわ
See,
ね。
that's what I said about Ununited, you know? Not even Grisey and Cosmo are here.
さくらは欠席するって連絡してくれたけど、他の人たちはどこにいるの？
Okay, typical Kevin reaction.
戦後は行方不
Halp
明
us when
で見
missing.
つからない。でも彼はいつもそうだから
Okay.
心配はいらないと思うよ。メビウスは実験室にこもっている。呼びに行った時に
For a
門前
pony,
払い
huh?
されたから。
コズマは少し前にビルビーに調整を頼んでた。
Okay. He was too
最近は不
unstable
安
to
定で
join us.
みんなに迷惑をかけたくないと言って
Oh,
た
that's
から
why Sue isn't here.
おそらく
Okay.
スーに治療してもらってる。
True, we haven't encountered Sue for a while, except for like the beginning. He was also talking to Kevin about like the flowers, right?
グレーシュは出かけたくないようでした。万が一のために
Griseo
フェリス
wasn't
は
in the
彼女のそば
mood.
にいると。
あら、みんな忙しいのね。じゃあ始めましょう。
See, even though everything is happening, like Alicia is just so cheerful all the time, you know? Okay, we're clapping. Funny.
今日の議題についてみんなも知ってると思うけど、
What is it?
今まで私たちは火を追うがの大事な宝物だった。みんなの努力と優秀さのおかげで 私たちを認める人はどんどん増えてる。
Okay.
だから
That's
そ
good.
ろそろみんなのために新しいポジションを手に入れる時が来たと思うの。
Everyone's just what's going on?
火を追う13英傑。この名前をみんなは
It
気
took
に
me
入ってくれ
half
るか
an
しら。
hour to come up with it.
私
Bro, Alicia.
順位を設けた理由はきっとみんなも分かってると思うわ。じゃあ私が第1位だってことに
Wait,
対して
this was also in the Elysian
何か
Room
言いたいことは
reports,
ない？
right?
ないの？あら、恥ずかしいわ。
I remember reading
以上
that.
が順位と刻印のすべての内容よ。規則に縛られるのが好きじゃないってことはわかるけど、基本は守ってほしいわ。みんな仲良くっていう基本を。
I'm trying to think about if it's really necessary to play the Elysian Realm before this. You know? I mean, you get like knowledge about the surgeries and stuff like that, but I don't know.
そうだ、英傑の象徴としてみんなにプレゼントを用意したのよ。
A status symbol. What a lovely
可愛ら
girl.
しい人形だね。私をモデルにしたからね。私と同じように聡明で優れた美貌を持ってるわ。全部で13体もいるのよ。これでどの英傑のそばにも完璧なエリシアがいる。
Wait, they all look like Alicia? I can't talk today. What is going on?
確かに喜ばしいことだと思う。どういたしまして。エデンは昨晩あげたわよね。
Didn't she say that only 3 took one?
あら、みんな恥ずかしがり屋さんなのね。まあいいわ。
Typical
気が変わっ
group
たらいつでも
setting.
来ていいのよ。
Like the speaker is asking a question, no one answers, everyone just looks to the floor.
さて、次は火を追う英傑の。
エリシア、
What?
あらケビン、何か発表でもあるの？
もう十分だろう。
Enough of what?
僕たち
We already
本
know.
当は知っているんだ。
Know what?
君が提出した書類が許可されていなかったことを。
The document you submitted was rejected. What was in the document?
上層部はそういった団体の存在を許さない。
The high-ups will not tolerate such a group. Why? Are they afraid that they will work against, like, the high-ups?
それが何だっていうの？
It can't mean anything. So, the flame chasers were not approved?
いや、それは火を追う側、13英
The
傑の
moth
存在
did
を
not
認めていない。
acknowledge the flame chasers. What? The moth didn't acknowledge the flame chasers.
はあ、やっぱりこんなにストレートに事実を見せると少し悲しくなるわね。
But everyone who became like a flame chaser was part of the moth group, right? So they were just jealous because the flame chasers were able to succumb the surgery that Mobius did to become something even more powerful that is able to like keep the Honkai in check for like some part, right? That is crazy.
それにあの時の会話をもう一度
Even
聞
I'll
く
feel
と、
frustrated. It's my first time to see her smile lonesomely. I didn't know the start you said was actually the end. Why? I've speculated about the Flame Chaser system, but never once did the situation occur to me. I find it a responsible proposal, at least it's very valuable to you.
その価値に問題があったのかもしれないわ。だって英傑はある意味一種の特権でしょ。そういったものが組織の中にあると様々な問題が浮上してくるのよ。火を追う側、そういう特権を望んでいなかった。そういえばメイもなんとなく想像できるでしょ。
I'm sure you can tell who those people were, but see, they were afraid that they will become too powerful and overthrow like the whole organization, right? Calpus, Mobius, Eponia. I mean, they are all kind of like scary, but who is the scary? Probably Eponia, right?
アポニアは常に彼女の考える善を実行しようとしてた。ただ彼女が何をしても 結果は悪に導かれてしまうの。多分それが運命のいたずらなのかもしれないわね。ええ、千号の性格を知ってるでしょ。
It would be a miracle if they promoted him true. I mean.
確かに、メビウスの道徳観は普通の人と少し違うわよね。
I wonder if Mobius was always like
道徳観がないって言った方が合ってるかしら。
morally questionable.
恨まれることは避けられないわ。
That was enough to make people resent them. Sad.
ほら、上層部の捏造とも言えないでしょ。彼らには彼らの考えがある。そして、それは合理的で正しかった。
See, they were scared because they became this like kind of monsters, you know, after like the surgery, and they became like really powerful. So yeah, I kind of understand it. Like, they are not monsters, like not all of them, but I feel like even Kalpas or like Mobius, they were like that even before the surgery like gave them their powers.
当時、メイはすでに実質的なリーダーになってたけど、独断で決めるわけにもいかないから仕方なく書類を却下したの。
She had to reject it. So, okay, so May rejected it.
ただ却下に使われた言葉はあまりにも私をがっかりさせるものだった。
But they still were the Flame Chasers, though.
半数以上のメンバーを英雄として認めないなんて嫌な思いをして当たり前でしょ。
That is, yeah. Over half of the members are not qualified to be heroes. But what is a hero? You know? So you push this idea forward yourself. I finally understand why you said the Elysian realm isn't affiliated with the Moth and is the legacy of Mantis's true.
別に費用がとやり合うつもりはなかったのよ。最初から特権なんかより
All I've been
みんな
fighting
の
for
ため
them
に
was
ポ
not a
ジションを手に入
prerogative,
れたかったの。
but an identity.
その点においては大丈夫だったけどね。ほら、許可がなくても私たちを認め感謝し、英傑たちの物語を歌い紡ごうとする
We're
後世の
thanked
人は
and
たくさんいるでしょ。
praised by future generations, are they? Like, even in this time, people don't really know about them, right? True, or World Serpent would have not been founded. World Serpent was founded because of, like, Kevin. Well, not entirely, right? I think they explained this in, like, chapter 11 or something like that. It was kind of like that, right? So, like, it was not solely because of Kevin, and then they just wanted to bring him back or whatever. Like, how did he end up again in the Sea of Quanta?
けど、私はメイの考えを聞きたいわ。
Oh god, don't ask me.
今の反応からして少なくともメイは戦号たちに対しても英傑というメイを否定しようとは思っていない。
Why would
そう
I?
でしょ。
You know, because even though Kalpus or like Mobius are like crazy people, they are kind of necessary, right? So, like, humanity wouldn't have been able to survive as long as they did without them, so I have to give all of them credits because I think like Kalpus is probably a great fighter, right?
どうしてそう思うの？
What I
メイの
would
目に
like
映る
from your
私たちは
perspective,
どういう存在なの？
I think they are very unique, you know? Like every single one of them is like very unique in its own way. It's difficult to sum up. I may need to think about it.
平気よ。ずっとここに立ってるのも退屈
Standing
だ
here
し、
is boring.
もう少し歩いて最初にあった出来事をもう
And
一度体験
relive
しま
the
しょう。
beginning. Okay.
メイはずっとここにいていろんな場所を知ったでしょ。もう
Mm,
一度すべての始まりに戻ったら別の感情が湧いてくるはずよ。
perhaps.
その後メイは求めてた答えを手にしてここを出る。そう考えると少し寂しいわね。どれほど時間が経ったとしてもやっぱりお別れになれることはできないみたい。だから今回は近道をしないでメイが今まで歩いてきた足跡に沿って、もう一度歩いてみましょう。そう。 メイへの鼻向けだと思って。
That is sad. That is really sad.
覚えてる？私たちが初めて会ったのはここだったわ。あの時のメイは初めて楽園に来てどうすればいいかわからず驚いてるウサギみたいだった。
She was definitely not shivering.
そんな時、花のように美しい少女が彼女の目の前に現れて手を差し伸べたの。
Can you not twist it into your delusions?
だってメイの角は2本もあるもの。ウサギさんみたいでしょ？そんな少女に導かれ、メイは旅を始めた。
The scenery stays the same. I've gotten used to the scenery that once appeared fanciful.
じゃあ、ここで出会った人たちもメイは見慣れてるのよね。ケビン、フア、サクラ。みんなメイの知り合いでしょ？
Old friends. Ooh, actually I didn't know Sakura that well. Funny that we're alike in many ways. But see, it's like kind of weird that we are going through this even though I had to like play through the Elysian Room to understand the story. Why implement this like memory lane now, you know?
ずるいわね。私もメイとの共通の話題が欲しかったわ。さくらは冷たそうに見えるけど、本当はすごくいい人なの。
I actually like this shot. That's a great shot of them. She only wanted a home for her and her sister, but she didn't have another choice back then.
そしてここで、メイは一人の情熱的な英傑と知り合いになったのよね。
Warm-hearted. It's sad that these in-game shots are like so bad. Because it's hard to take screenshots from that, but I think like Calpus looks so good. I think this was a shot in the Elysian Realm, chapter 3, maybe? Calpus.
少なくとも熱があるのは本当でしょ？
True.
センゴーはすぐに照れるし、しょっちゅう他人と言い争っているのよね。たまに困っちゃうわ。
Was he raging at fate, revolting against a bleak reality, and crying at a dying world? This is how you explain it to me.
メイも理解できるようになったのね。知らないうちに、メイも彼と熱い友情を築くことができたのね。
Like, are we going through this because of the sad reason that Elysia wants this to live on and May is a good candidate for that? Befriend Calpus? I wouldn't say that. I mean, I wouldn't say that either. I like this place a lot, me too.
私もよ。黄昏は美しいし、木の葉も綺麗。あの哲学的で様々なことを知り尽くした各社にふさわしいわ。そう思わない？
I'm getting sad. I've never figured out why he could see with his eyes closed, though.
私も。彼がどうやってその特技を身につけたのか気に。メイが出会った英傑の中でスーは一番あなたを助けようとしてくれた相手だったでしょ。医者の心はどこにいても変わらないのよね。
He's too pretty. Yes, his advice kept me off the wrong track many times. Conversely, most flame chasers aren't as honest.
ねえ、今私のことをちらっと見た？
No.
見て、木の下にピアノがあるの。私の大親友エデン。
My BFF.
この古の楽園はもともと彼女の子孫だったのよ。
That's the point?
だって芸術に関する生まれつきの才能もそのおかげで手にした名声や富もエデンの一部なんだもの。
But she chose to pass away alongside the old era and sing her swan song with her life.
ええ。美しく悲壮感が漂う結末だった。エデンらしいわ。
Sad. The music doesn't make it better. It's like so sad. I feel so bad for these people. They were just trying so hard in this dying world. The screeners, how should I put it?
メビウスの好みだって一目見ればわかるけど、私のセンスとはあまり合わないわ。
You have a strange relationship with her.
そんなことはないはずよ。私はずっとメビウスのことが
That's
大
why
好
she
きだも
gifted her
の。
a maid outfit.
特に彼女をからかう時とか。
Yeah. That's funny.
かわいそうなメビウス。勇敢なメイに陰謀を止められただけじゃなくて、現実の自分にも裏切られたなんて、聞いただけで泣けてくるわ。
Weren't you the one who trumped it in the realm?
だって誰かに彼女を慰めてほしかったの。
Like Alicia is sometimes really mean.
わあ、店ね。ここに来るたびにメイはほっとしてるのよね。
Like, see, we had like Kalpas, Sakura, Sue, and Eden in chapter 1, and then we had just Mobius. No, we had Sue and Eden, and then we had just Mobius for chapter 2, and we are already at chapter 3 with like Pardo. It depends, not if I see something familiar on the shelves. The theft rate in the realm must be high.
その点においてフェリスは確かに凄腕と言えるわね。
What a surprise. Hasn't Pardo's frequent restocking pissed off any flame chasers before?
正確に言うと物をなくしたことに気づいてないのよ。
Okay.
フェリスのお宝の多くは他人に捨てられた不要品。それらのものが彼女に拾われて大切に店に置かれる方がむしろいいことなのかもしれないわ。普通の日常を大切にすること。フェリスがいるからこそ私たちはそういう気持ちを失わずに済むのよ。
And then we have Aponia. Or maybe Bilby first? I don't know. Oh, it's Griseo. I rarely visited this section because I don't want to disturb this giant painting.
この絵の中でメイは無口だけどいろんなことを考える少年と出会ったのよね。コズマは口下手だけど私たちの中で一番優しい人かもしれないわ。彼に協力を求めた時一度も断られなかったもの。
I'm wondering what he wanted to tell me. You're just exploiting his inability to say no.
彼はもともと優しい子だからメイとは仲良くなれるかもしれないわよ。二人とも角を持ってるし食感も似てるしね。
Oh god, she touched his horns. Poor boy.
それから
let's not talk about
この
this.
絵の持ち主無邪気で純真無垢、まるで白紙のような小さな画家。
She kind of reminds me, her hairstyle reminds me of like Evernight. Then stop teaching her weird things.
必要な知識しか教えてないわよ。灰色のグレーシュ。彼女の存在自体が多
Her
くの人
existence
々
alone
に希望
brought
を
hope
灯
to
した。
many. Okay, how's that?
そして彼女の絵の端にあるのは最後のエリアよ。
I wish I could paint like that.
ほら、旅の終点に着いたわ。
Honestly, I thought the deep end was a pitch black prison, true. And I found out it was a sanctuary instead.
ここに入るためにいろいろと頑張っていたメイに協力したのは目立ちたがり屋で観客が大好きな魔術師。
No, she was an engineer, a magician, a mechanic, an occultist, a chef, a villain, and some other two.
メイにはっきりと覚えられるなんてちょっと彼女が羨ましいわ。
She's lucky that you remembered her various personalities.
思考分割の能力。私も自分自身を2人にできたら完璧さも2倍になるんじゃないかしら。
I can't with Alicia.
あ、今想像したでしょ。
No. Alicia.
このエリア、確かに彼女らしいわね。明るくて神聖で癒しの光を放ってて。
It feels more like doomsday instead of like healing, you know, a bright doomsday.
メイが出会った最後の英傑。
The most
その正
special
体
of
も
us.
最も特殊だった。運命を予見しながらも、運命に禁錮されているアポニア。
Foresaw fate and was imprisoned by fate. Only if her method of healing was more peaceful. True. I've basically figured her reasoning out. She tried to change the tragic fate time after time. It only made matters worse. Committing evil acts with good intentions. This is the most accurate annotation for Eponia. But I can feel her yearning, piety, and unwavering faith.
だから、この古の楽園最大の秘密を隠せるのは彼女だけなのよ。本当に遠くまで来たわね。思い出すべきことはまだたくさんあるのに。
Why is it so bright?
もうねえ、メイ。見て、あの扉はそこにある。
The door to infinity. Where are we going? The door to the deep
どう？
end.
答えは出たかしら？そういえば、来訪者の中でも、メイはかなり特殊な存在なのよね。英傑全員と友達になる律者がいるなんて、誰も想像できないでしょうね。
Who would have thought a Herrscher could befriend every flame chaser? We could say the same thing about her. Because she's a Herrscher, right? And she befriended every single one of them.
それで、メイの答えは？
And they like her. Like you said, some people here can't be categorized into conventional good guys. And the rest had their own ambitions to fulfill and secrets to hide. They even fought among themselves. But I can feel to share a belief, or rather, an obsession. Which is the will to fight for something.
多分それが、終わる世界が人々に与えた、最も貴重な贈り物なのかもしれ
This
な
is
い
the
わね。
most valuable gift from the doomsday to humanity. I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but most people I know are in the continuous tense. Flame chasers, on the other hand, have mostly reached the perfect tense. Times shaped them into who they are. Compared to their perfect state, the process of them becoming so is, to my mind, more important. It doesn't matter if they became heroes. They can't be defined by outcomes and the like. However, being difficult to define is what makes their stories admirable.
メイの言う通りね。
Alicia.
古の楽園が記録しているのは、そんな簡単な物語よ。
That was actually a very emotional part in some kind of way. I'm still confused about some things, but I feel like she's telling me that they don't have to be heroes in the story to fight for humanity, you know?
英傑たちも所詮、複雑な心を持ち、欠点がある普通の人。
Flame chasers are
当時生き
complex
てた
and
普通
flawed
の人た
human
ちと同じ
beings,
ように、
just like everybody else.
市場があるし、包み込むような愛情を持ってるわけでもない。しかも、感動や思いつきで、衝動的にすごく偉いこともするの。
True.
彼らは最初から完璧なヒーローだったわけじゃない。ただ、あの時代でそこに現れたのが彼らというだけだった。
True.
だからこそ、他の人に変わったとしても、きっと変わらない選択をすると思うわ。
Why is this so
しかも彼らよ
emotional?
りもっとよくできるかもしれないわね。それが美しいとこしえ。私が信じる真我なの。
Man, this is the beautiful eternity and the ego I believe in. The human ego, right? Because even heroes, see, that's what I said. What defines a hero? They are just like normal human beings to an extent. They are not flawless, right? At first, I thought the answer, or at least some hints of it, were hidden in the memories, so I dug through them. In retrospect, it's correct, but it's not everything. This place houses so many pasts unrelated to the truth. They'd have perished together with the previous era. They would have perished together with the previous era otherwise.
あなたはすべての物語を見ることはできない。その片隅を全部理解することすら難しいの。
The eternity of 13 lives
13人の命の
is
すべて
chaotic
は
yet wondrous.
それほど複雑で美しいものだから。
The significance lies in what I want to believe in the process.
それ次第で終点に着いた時にあなたが得るものが決まるのよ。
True. But I never managed to jump out of your trap. We made a long detour. Your purpose hasn't changed at all.
目的って言われるとちょっと大げさかしら。前にも言ったけど、古の楽園にはちゃんと現実的な意味があるのよ。メビウスの成婚計画の一環としてね。
The Elysian Realm has its use thanks to Mobius's Project Stigma. Okay.
けどメイの言ったことは確かに私の小さな願いでもあったわ。
I'm quite stubborn about changing.
私の譲れないことなの。きっと今のメイなら落ち着いて私の結末に向き合えるわね。
I hope so. But I'm surprised. Despite not liking lying, you lied about your Herrscher identity. The 13th Herrscher, you didn't have to hide it from me for so long. Why is this making me sad, though?
そうね。多分、私は本当に大きな嘘をついたのかもしれない。私の人生の中で唯一の嘘。だって、私も怖かったのよ。もし私が第13律者だって知ったら、メイはもう笑って挨拶をしてくれなくなるかもしれないでしょ？
But I'm still confused. When did she turn into a Herrscher, or was she really always a Herrscher? But would surgery make sense if she was a Herrscher, or did she turn into a Herrscher because she went through the surgery? I'm confused.
私を疑うかしら？私から離れていくかしら？
Well, May is a Herrscher herself, so why would she be mad, or like, you know, it wouldn't make sense to not trust like someone who acts normal but is a Herrscher, because May is a Herrscher as well as Kiana and Bronya, you know?
私がっかりさせちゃった？
Licia. Yes, we're thinking that way. True. I didn't bat an eye when you told me you're the second in command. Why would I treat you differently because of another identity? See, that's why I love May. We are very accepting here. You turned into a Herrscher, so what? I'm also a Herrscher. See, that's what I said. Is this answer enough?
満足よ。
Elysia smiles. Perhaps the girl who was believed to have her own agenda carried herself as such in front of May only to elicit this answer. In the distant past, on that night that she walked towards the end, she was dressed in the pristine white dress and beautiful makeup that she would only wear once in her lifetime. Did she get the answer she wanted? Turning into a Herrscher. You turned into a Herrscher? Wait, what? What narration is that? You turned into a Herrscher. That was weird. Huh? A familiar voice brought May back to reality. She looked to the voice. In the sunset, Elysia was smiling sweetly as a ray slid down her fair skin. What is happening? And hazily visible behind her gorgeous figure was a loudspeaker. It also records. So what? I'm also a Herrscher. Did she record May? That is funny. Elysia.
はいはい。もうからかわないわ。
That was such an emotional scene, and then Elysia just ruined it. Pues, bro.
メイは答えを手にしたらすぐにここを出るんでしょ？だからメイとの思い出を残したかったのよ。
Elysia held the loudspeaker close, but cast her gaze into the distance, where an island enveloped in mist lay on the sea.
でもちょっと変ね。準備はとっくにできてるのに、どうしてメイムに包まれたままなの？
Oh, should the mist go away or what? That island is the destination?
ええ、メイの知りたかったあのパーティーに関するすべてはあそこにあるのよ。
About that banquet.
あの時具体的に何があったのか、 私も気になるわ。
You don't know.
忘れたの？私はただの記憶体。何がしたいのかはわかるけど、
I know what I want to do, but not
実
what
際に
actually
何があったか
happened.
は知らないのよ。
Wait, her simulation doesn't know what happened to her?
私、ちゃんとできたのかしら。みんながどう思ったのかも気になるし、でも彼らの反応から察するに、結果はいいものだったんでしょうね。でなければ、古の楽園にはエリシアがいないはずよ。
Okay. Speak with Alicia.
ところ
Some
で、
conversations are
まだ
weird.
少し残念なことがあるのよね。
She has a regret. Okay.
13英傑は一つのチームだってずっとそう言ってきたけど、よく考えたら
We've
私
never
たちは
once
一度も
fought together.
13
That's
人で肩を並
interesting.
べて戦ったことがないのよね。もしメイが悪役を演じてこの小さな願いを叶えてくれるなら、私きっとすごく嬉しいわ。
No, thank you.
メイのケチ。
A few moments later.
ところでメイ、もう一つ聞きたいことがあるのよ。私たちのような記憶体、生前の記憶をデータで再現した
The digital
いわば仮想的な
recreations
存在
of
は
the deceased.
あなたの目にはどういう風に映ってるの？
You.
早々に犠牲になった殉道者も未来まで生き残った先行者も、彼らは私たちとは何の関係もないリアルな存在でしょ？
Irrelevant.
ここに残っている私たちはただの過去、昔に残った影のようなもの。私たちはここにいてもあなたがいる現実に触れられないし、共に未来に向かうこともできない。あなたがここを出て普通の現実の世界に戻ったら、ここにあったことはただの物語、フィクションだって実感するでしょう。
I want them to be real though.
しばらくしたらあなたはここのことを忘れて、この話を忘れて、私たちの存在を忘れてしまうかもしれない。
Why is this so sad?
あなたは
This part is
私より
too
いい人
sad.
に出会うし、すでに出会っているのかもしれない。あなたには自身の人生があるし、自分の明日を抱きしめないといけない。そうしたら私たちの感情、思考、意志、そして行為に本当に意味はあるのかしら。
I will say this as many times as it is necessary. I don't care if something is data. They still feel things, you know, even if they are just a recording in some kind of way, you know, like recorded data, recorded memories. They feel something. She is able to interact with me coming here. So why would I ever forget this? Why would I ever think this has no value at all?
あなたにとって、その他の人たちにとって、私たちにはどういった意味があるの？
They show me what the heroes were like, right? I don't know why this makes me so sad.
ごめんね。またメイを困らせちゃって。私のもう一つのわがままだと思っていいから。大丈夫よ。考える時間はまだたくさんある。たとえ答えがわからないだったとしても、メイの心からの答えなら私は受け入れられるわよ。
Fine, I think this question over. But I suppose no amount of thinking could make my answer depart from my conviction. All of you are whom I perceive you to be. I've talked with you, touched your stories, and felt your emotions here. You being Sims can't alter these facts. If your actions can influence me and shape me, then you're the same as the others I know. Your existence is meaningful to me if I choose to believe so, right?
ありがとう、メイ。こんな形であなたに出会えて本当にラッキーだったわ。あなたは私にずっと欲しいと思いながらも手の届かない贈り物をくれたの。
You're being dramatic.
あら、日が暮れてきたわね。結局、あのメームが何なのかわからなかったわ。
Now we must wait until morning.
夜が明けるのを待つしかなさそうね。明日の朝、またここで会いましょう。道は私が何とかする。一緒にメームに包まれたあの島に行って、最後のパーティーがあった場所で
Wait,
共に見届けましょう。
I thought I
第
have to
13律者の誕
the
生、
beginning and the end of the
そして
13th Tasha.
その終わりを。
Wait, I thought Elisia's chapters are like until 31? Is this already the end of chapter 29? No, we are still at chapter 29. Oh, after a while. Oh, it's dark now. The sky is getting darker. Somehow it reminds me of her. When the morning comes, Alicia will clear the mist on that island for me. Once I get there, I'll be able to find out all about the I'll be able to find out all about that banquet and the 13th Herrscher, as well as the answer I've been looking for. Then I will leave this place. And then? I'm confused. Is this the end then? I'll be leaving this place. May had never thought of this question. She came as a successor and was supposed to leave as one. The thought of returning to this place like Raven had not occurred to her. Yet reality has slowly dissolved into yesterday's dream. Their journey to discover the past and the Sims she met on her way felt more real, true. When they eventually part ways, are they only connected by the inheritance? What was on their minds when they saw off a successor after another? Did the girl who greeted her with a smile at the very beginning foresee today as early as then? She did not know. But she had been one to seek out any answer she did not know. Rather than spending the last moments in reality, I want to get a better feel of your memory. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, what are we doing?
ママ、このお花たちすごく綺麗。
ええ、いつも美しく咲いてるわね。
このお花、あのピンク色の髪のお姉ちゃんにプレゼントしてあげよう。とっても悲しそうに見えるから。
I'm dying. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
暗い影が見えたんだ。
嘘よ、また私を驚かすつもりね。
嘘じゃないよ、本当に見えたんだってば。
Why is this so sad? I think it's so sad because I know what happened to them. That's why it's even harder, because you know. Wow.
こんばんは、メイさん。
She looked up and saw a familiar figure. Hua, good evening. Evening. I didn't know a normal day-night cycle was possible in the realm.
私も驚きました。こんな普通の夜は久しぶりです。
I thought most of them weren't even at the deep end before.
まるで日常へと戻った気分です。今までの戦い、末日、追憶が長い夢のように感じました。
Maybe this is one of Alicia's purposes?
すみません。変なことを言いましたね。
No, I understand. It's only human nature to truly appreciate everyday life after going through turmoil and strife. Elysium everlasting, what a beautiful place.
神出鬼没の敵以外、特に危険はなさそうです。どうしてアポニアはここを隠していたのでしょう。
Hua doesn't know about the secret of this place, but she should know about that event. Hua, Alicia told me something. She said the Flame Chaser system was never approved. What is it?
いえ、まさかエリシアがその件を教えただなんて、そのことに驚いただけです。
She is, but she told me anyway, so I believe her.
なるほど。 きっとあなたには真相を知る権利があると考えたのでしょう。
It's fine. I'm just curious about why the system was flatly rejected without any room for negotiation.
え、続きを教えてもらえなかったんですか？
No.
火を追う側、確かに最初の提案を却下しましたが、
Worked out a
その後、
compromise.
彼らは
Okay.
折衷案を出したんです。彼らは選び抜かれた5人によるご英傑を作ることで、エリシアの考えた英傑制度を推進しようとしてました。
So only 5 were like approved flame chasers. Probably Alicia, Kevin, or probably the 5 flame chasers.
はい。エリシア、ケビン、ビルビー、スー、それから
That's a
私です。
surprise. Yeah, Sue makes sense. Fuhua makes sense as well. Vilby though.
ですが、エリシアは断固として妥協しませんでした。
All or nothing.
多分、もともとご英傑以外の人たちが非難されていたので、エリシアは彼らのための権利を
It's
勝ち取り
because
たか
they
ったの
were
でしょう。
scared of like Mobius and Kalpas and even Aponia from the beginning because they were like so unpredictable in some kind of way. Although I don't think Aponia is potentially evil, but you know, her abilities are like, and the way she perceives things makes her kind of dangerous. Wait, why wasn't Aiden included in the 5? True.
はい。私も理解できませんでした。
We do not need an
ですが、
individual without future.
火を追う側側の理由は、未来のない人間はいらないと。
An individual without future? Weird.
彼女は私よりもずっとふさわしいはずなのに。
Don't belittle yourself, Hua. You deserve to be called a hero.
それは身に余る褒め言葉です。
Kalpis, Mobius, and Aponia. I heard why they were rejected. What about the others? Sakura. Sakura, hasn't she been working for the mob?
六葉は早い段階から火を追う側の内部で起きていた権力闘争に加わっていました。
Yeah.
上層部に彼女と関わりを持った人たちがまだいたようです。刃の鋭さを知っているからこそ、それが自分の首に当たることを恐れていたのでしょう。
True Pardo. Cosma. Cosma, don't tell me his looks did
コズ
it.
マの場合、体の状態が理想的とはあまり言えなかったんです。
True.
ビシュヌの因子が彼の理性をいつ蝕むか分かりませんでしたから。
Griseo also, like, her
それが理由です。
power might have freaked out some people, right? Griseo, she was an innocent child, even if her paintings had unknown powers.
あまりにも純真だからこそ、その力をコントロールできないのです。そして子供というのも一つの問題でした。
True, child soldiers. Pardophilis. Pardo, was it because she was an ancillary worker?
いいえ、おそらく戦略を決める側は
The decision
そも
was
そ
made
も
without knowing
そ
she
の名前を知ら
existed.
なかったのでしょう。あの惨劇が起こるまで、フェリスは数多くの第二期融合戦士の一人に過ぎず、戦果もありませんでした。
Oh, okay, so
上層部は
she...
彼女のことを何も知
She
らなかっ
said
た
she
の
was
です。
not good at fighting, right? Unexpected, but
え
reasonable.
え、ご存知の通り、火を追う13英傑の称号は広く伝わりました。よく考えてみれば、彼女がしてきたことは儀式的なものが多いのですが、順位や刻印、
True. It was
会議
more a
長として使わ
formality
れた
thing.
黄金の庭も、誰もが彼女のペースに合わせていたわけではありません。でも結果的にみんな彼女の言う通りになりました。
Not every one of us wanted to follow her. Probably like Kalpis again.
こう話すのは少し変かもしれませんが、エリシアが私たちにしてきたことはなかなか楽しかったです。
I mean, at least it was fun, right?
彼女の言う仲良しという目的が達成できたかどうかは分かりませんが、誰も彼女の情熱を無視できませんでした。その目線から考えれば、彼女はすでに成功しているのでしょう。理解や必要性、もしくは単なる妥協。 英傑制度は一度も正式に許可されていませんが、
Okay, that's good.
私少なくとも彼女の前で否定することはありませんでした。
Every one of you, that's a huge feat.
そういった一体感と貴族意識は、一つの救済だったのかもしれません。
True.
希望と未来を失ったことへの救済です。
Maybe this was what she hoped for.
私にはわかりません。まあ、彼女が何を考えてるか。確かに彼女は真心を持って周りの人たちに接してきました。
I think that's why she is so good at keeping them together, even though they are all so different, right? I agree with you. She's always like this. She said it to herself. Clouds had obscured the moon. It was night in Elysium everlasting. Why is the music changing?
出発の準備をしたの？さくら？
Oh. Sakura perked up her ears and looked around nervously. She was relieved to see Elysia.
ああ、リンに合流の場所を教えた。
Rin?
わらわたちは二手に分かれて出発する。わらわはおとりになって追っ手を巻く。
リスクのある計画に聞こえるわね。
もっと安全な計画を立てる時間などない。一か八かにかけるしかないのじゃ。それより、汝は大丈夫なのか？
私？さくらがいないと寂しいかってこと？もちろん大丈夫じゃないわ。
リンが第十二律者だという情報をわらわに教えたのは何時じゃ。もしわらわたちがこのまま行方不明になったら。
So this is really about the incident with the sister.
汝は疑われ、責任を問われるやもしれぬぞ。
教えたのが私だなんて誰もわからないと思うわよ。それに私だって分かったとしてもどうすることもできないでしょうし。
もしかしたら汝を閉じ込めるやもしれぬ。奴らがリンにしたように。
Oh God.
私は13英傑のトップに立ったことのあるエリシアよ。私を閉じ込められる場所なんてあるはずないでしょ。
Did you already know at this point that she is the Herrscher? The next one?
13英傑か。最初は汝の気まぐれかと思ったが、まさか今に至るまでそれを守り抜くとはな。
She's a little bit like Cullen in some kind of way, right?
それが汝の目標なら、
like
わらわも味方しよう。
I mean.
ただ。
Sakura's smile faded as she resumed her usual seriousness.
エリシア、リンは本当に無事か？
それってどういう意味？
火を追う側、何の根拠もなくあの子を第十二律者として認定したりはせん。もしもの話じゃが、あの子が本当に人類の敵になったら。
I don't want to know what you are going to do.
さくら。
Those eyes, tinted with confusion for once, looked at her.
リンに何か異常があると思う？
いいな。あの子はリンじゃ。昔と変わらぬ。わらわの妹であることを保証しよ
う。だったら彼女は普通の人間よ。火を追うがの面々が何を発見したとしてもね。
Bro, Elysia has like more common sense. I do get why the other people, like the other moth, were concerned because Rin turned out to be a Herrscher. But I love that Elysia is just... Did you see something wrong with her? Even though she's a Herrscher, she can be totally fine, right? So maybe that was also like the gist of like the Elysian realm, to see that not every Herrscher is bad, and that there were like Herrschers in the previous era that might have been like the Herrschers that we are having now. So like Mei, Kiana, Bronya, that are like really in charge of the powers.
あなたよりリンを理解している人はいないもの。
わかった。わらわはリンを信じ、汝も信じることにする。
ええ。ところでさくら、楽園で記憶の同期をした方がいいんじゃない？今の気持ちを記録しないと なんだかもったいないような気がするのよ。
いいな、遠慮する。リンの身にあったことを、あのわらわに知ってほしくないからの。
That's why she doesn't know.
たとえただの記憶体だとしても、わらわには二度とこんな難しい選択に直面してほしくないのじゃ。
わかった。今度記憶の同期をするとき、あなたには内緒だって、向こうのみんなにも注意しておくわ。いってらっしゃい、さくら。
So Sakura and her sister fled?
感謝する、エリシア。
Wow.
刹那の命の本当の意味、気に入っておるぞ。
Is that why they said she was like betraying the moth?
では、さらばだ。
Because she let the Herrscher go and Sakura? Wow. Moonlight poured into the open gates, outlining Sakura in the dim archives. Oh god. She stood silently, gripping tightly on measly piece of paper. Ooh, does it say that her... Oh god, the sim is finding out now, right?
Hi, Sakura.
ういよいよい。
奇遇よね。私たちが別れた日もこんな月夜だったわね。
Bro, what is happening? Okay. Wait. I don't know if I can skip this. I want to stop. The first ray of light spilled in. Cheers and laughter could be heard from a distance, reminding May of Elysia. She always smiled like that, even when she bade farewell, like a fantasy yet timeless and perfect. I talked with Hua till late night. Soon after I had lain on the hotel bed, the sun rose. The garden was empty. She had arrived a tad early. Okay. Elysia isn't here yet. Let's wait for her. Okay. But before we are going somewhere, we will end the part here. It's pretty long, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very curious to go on. Chapter 29 is still going on, which is interesting, but I think as soon as we reach the island, maybe, like, chapter 29 will be over, or I don't even know. But yeah, we will see. I'm very excited to find out more. I think the story is going an interesting way. You know, it's going to be excited to find out more about all of this. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this part. As always, thanks so much for watching and for stopping by. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.